Before we get started here, I want to give a special thanks to Joel and Kathy Perez for giving us this MS-2000 Magnum inverter. I mean, very generous gift, and we're very thankful for it. It's really awesome. It took us a long time to get to it. Our old one would work like a champ, and then it would have a few days of screwing around, and then all of a sudden start working again. And anyway, it's in there now, and this video is about how hard it was to get it in there. So thank you for your generous gift. Today we have a couple adventures going on. Finally feeling like I can breathe again, so this is part of the thing. Jason's here. He's going to be doing some log cutting and some splitting for us, and I am going to finally replace this. Our other one's been working. It hasn't worked well, but it's working. And we had some real nice subscribers that offered this up to us, and I took them up on it. We're going to go ahead and we're going to replace this. And I got this fine piece of material here. And this is we're going to have to replace the inner floor due to a tire blowout. And I'm going to have to, still looking for a piece of real thin sheet metal to wrap, and then I can put it all in there and seal it all up. But at least by doing this, it will be sealed. The floor here in the back corner is kind of blown out. So at least when I put that on, I'm gonna do something to seal that off temporarily for now. But need to be able to, see if I can pull this out of here. I've already been out here for a few minutes, and I didn't bore you with removing all the junk that was in here. And oh boy, that sucker's in there. Got a screwdriver or something to lift that off. But I took all this stuff out. This needs to be all cleaned out because all the dirt coming up here from the wheel throwing up. Okay, I just got to get this out, which should take this off. Should just zip right out of there. Maybe. And that's sound positive. And I'm being attacked by ants. There we go. Look at that. Woo! They're in there, baby. I do something about that. They got that little trap in there, but apparently they've not bent all the ties. But you can see where the floor is destroyed back here in the corner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that new piece on there and seal it in there. So that's the trouble when you blow a tire on these things. It does a lot of damage. And this is loose. So, all right, let's take 5. Now I got that out of there. I got to take all that stuff out. Everything's got to come out. If you want to run for a few minutes, go ahead, Jason. See if you're having fun. All right, well, here's the plan. We had a blowout on this inner dually over here, and it kind of blew this area up over here, and it's letting dirt and moisture in. So I got another panel to put on top of this panel, and then I'm going to seal it in just like this is sealed in, and drill this hole all out again. Darla's trying to get all the gobbledygook off of that, and then this will be pretty much back to the way it was. I do need to try to find a really thin piece, almost like aluminum foil, to just cover that corner under there, and I need to bend this part. I've been kind of hammering on it, but I think what I'm going to have to do is get something and get under there and try to twist it. So it's real hard to do on these rocks, so I don't know exactly how far I'm going to go with that. But for right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this cleaned up. You can see where it got tore up here too. It just really took a beating, man, from that tire. And so did the car behind us, huh? And they were pissed, but You know, how are we supposed to know? Anyway, that's where we're at. Well, even that screw came out. Huh. Rescrew that up. I'm going to clean this all up in here. What is that? And get this lower level ready to go back in and go together, and then we can silicone that and do all that kind of good stuff. So anyway, that's where we're at on this project. And then this is coming out here in a little while. It's ready to go, come out. It just depends on, Jason is still working down here. And it's hard to film with the chopper down there splitting logs. But we want you guys to be part of this, so anyway.
But we appreciate that Jason's doing this.
Yeah, and Jason's mute on our live. I'm mute. I'm just going to unplug so I don't take a chance on electrification of myself. Put all that stuff right there. And then house is unplugged, should not get shocked. Boy, that's a tight sign gun. Let's see here, I need a Philip. So I gotta take this cover off so we can get to these wires. And then the big secret is make sure that the wires that come off of this go back on that one where they belong. There we go. Makes a lot of noise, don't it? Okay, so what I gotta do first, I think, is I should probably disconnect these cables, because these are kind of hot. And one time I doubled up these cables. I think they were getting warm or something. I don't know exactly what the deal was, but I added an extra cable. And I haven't had a problem since, so still got another hookup here. Yeah, it's relatively easy to change these things. It's just, you know, you kind of have to disconnect your house for a while. Oh, that's not supposed to be doing that. Oh, it's because it's trying to grab a ground. It's trying to go shut those batteries off over there. Okay, so these are off.
This is how you sparky.
Yeah, I was sparking all right. Yeah, let's see if I can get this out a little further. It's been a while since I've taken this thing out, huh? We were in Brett's RV and Marine. I'm sure it's not hot, but I'm still going to be careful. And for those of you that don't know what this is, this box right here, what this is my original inverter was a Hart dual output, and this is a Magnum single. So there's kind of two ways to go about it. One way was the wrong way, and that was just to tie them together, time the outputs together, and then, okay, I think we got that, okay. And then it would run everything off of one output, but it's still running everything off of one output, but there's two breakers in here. So it's basically a dual output, so it's just not doing it internally, it's doing it externally now. Okay, get all these cables out of here. Probably gonna do a little rerouting. Okay, that's where things get a little tricky. Okay, so that cable right there is a screwdriver. I think. I gotta stick my head in there. Unless you can see it with that. Well, I need to, okay, that's a regular screwdriver. So I gotta go get a short screwdriver, and then we're gonna pull all this stuff out the side of this box. So white with the black stripe goes to white, blue goes to black. This probably should have went to the white. Okay, and then the black goes to the black. So there we are, that's what it is. So blue to black, and this should be tied into there, because that's the ground. And then, I got it. That's on the film now. Everyone's going to think I just stabbed you. What happened? We'll let go. Okay, hang on. Let me go. I need to write a chart here real quick, okay? Let's see here. So this wire, this is the output here. So blue to the black wire, and this is output. And the white with the black stripe goes to white output. And then this goes to the ground. And this would probably tie to that. So those would go together. And then, yeah, I think that's all there is to it. So, that's the input. Where's the output? The output's down here. Wait a minute. There's another wire. So white ties to white there. Part of the problem didn't look like it was enough wires. Okay, so we got this is the input here, these two wires, and white and black are output. So black to black input, and white to white input. Electrician I'm not, but I can kind of figure stuff out if I need to. And then output blue to black, and this is yeah, from the unit, blue to black. Out, and white with black stripe to white out. And then copper and green or ground. Wonder if that's part of the problem. That wasn't hooked up. There was a dummy who did that. Oh, okay. Just set that on the back of the truck for right now. And I'm going to unhook all this and keep my fingers crossed. Yep. Now this should probably pull up and out. Kind of almost find it again. Come on, baby. There we go. Okay. Now, I need to disconnect all this stuff. This all undone. And that way, when I unhook this cable, it's just going to fall out in my lap. Hopefully it doesn't hurt me. Okay, so that's an output, it looks like. Okay, and this is an output. Blue and black, or blue and white with a black stripe for the outputs. Okay. And then this is all the input stuff here. Ooh, hard on the back. So those are out. That's disconnected. Now all we have to do is unhook these. So the yellow one goes to the top. And the black case one goes to the... Thing's ready to take off on me. Hopefully it don't. Okay, that should come out. Luckily I have a belly, huh? If I didn't have a belly, I'd be in trouble. Okay, now this is the top. That's the bottom. So that's the bottom right there. Blue is the top. This is going to be fun putting this back in.
I just never understood why they had all the hookups to the back of the unit instead of where you could get to it.
Well, it's just they don't have the wires long enough in here, and the heart was different.
I guess.
The stuff came in on the side to the heart, so it was real easy. It's just the way they made stuff different, you know. I think that's gonna about ready to come out. Let's see if we can pull out now. Yo, it's falling. Okay, I got it though. Woo! That's one heavy son of a gun. All right. Okay. So this is the top, and this is the, in yellow's the bottom. Blue top, yellow bottom. Yeah, I got to get all this stuff out of here so I can clean it. Oh, it's a mess in there, isn't it? I'm just sorting through everything here, what we need. Okay. I just kind of got to figure out the best way to get this back together. I think this needs to be the first thing that goes in. And then start plugging stuff in. Clean the top all up real good. I'll clean the bottom all up when I get out the top. This sucker's pretty heavy, actually. Not too bad, but it's still heavy. Okay. Now, try this a little differently. This is going to go down. I think that's going to go in that hole. Maybe. Alright, so that's hooked up. Now, here's the top, and this is the bottom. I could see it, it'd sure make it a lot easier, you know? Just have to feel for it. Get more spin. There we go. Now we're in there. Which way does this go, though? So it goes this way. This is yellow. They're even color-coded. Look at that. There it goes. Okay, that's in. And then this blue one goes in. Okay, now this is the input. That is the output. Hopefully I can get all this in and connected, and then it will all not hassle me going back in the place where it belongs. Okay. Okay. And then this one's gonna go right in here. Like a moi. Okay, now. I can't. It's really not as critical as you'd think, but it's kind of like one of those laws of electricians. That's pretty tight. Now this I made last time. Kind of keep that from flying out. Where's the wire? Is that? You don't need it. Do this. Just get it right out of my bed. Good. Oh, we have it. What's that? Imagine what these screws is like. Leave it. It was it. Okay. These wires separated. And these I'm going to tie into this. And as soon as you move one, it seems like they all follow. Right in the middle of it. What's tightened? See. So fellas, here's the wire. So make sure these things lock in. So that is input. There's that away. And here's another input. So that's this is that way. So that's one there. And this blue. Where's it black? That's like, oh, see. Okay, that should be it. This. Okay, wired. Have you guys see where I did something wrong? Please don't tell me. Okay, that looks good. I don't think there's any problems there. Right now I just gotta get the little cover. Okay, so got this. Alright, so power out is hooked up, power input 120 is hooked up. Now all we got to do is spin this thing around and then place the 12-volt wire. Let's see. So this is a plus cable here, which is good because that's all turned off, so you shouldn't have to worry about that. This is a negative. And this is a negative. I ran them different this time, so maybe I can, if I need to, I can get that thing out of there. And this one, right this way, go in there. That one's got to bend down a little bit. Okay, let me get this in there. Hopefully everything is good. I didn't like do 3 extra things. Okay. Now, let this out a little ways. Put it about like right there so there's some room behind that thing. So I get that little button right there. There it is, okay. Kind of crowded behind there, it really is, you know? Okay, let's see. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna plug in, I'm gonna turn on the 12 volt first, then I'm gonna go in and see what's going on. And then we'll come back and hit the 110, okay? Okay, so the inverting. Okay, clock's on. Okay, now let's go plug in some juice and see what it does. Just a nice little click, not a big scary click. That sounds normal. Okay, now let's go in and see if we can figure out if everything's working. If everything's on. All right. Okay, the setup. Perfect. Okay, I'll not change anything on that. Charging. Battery type flooded. Non-swimming battery, they're flooded. Okay, it should be charging over here. Panel's working. Okay, we're up to 13.3 volts. 14.4. 14.5. So now to pull it back down, it will be good. Yeah. Well, it's working. And no doubt, thank you to the people who gave us this. Please get in touch with me. Email me or say something on one of our YouTube things. I want to thank you again. Now all I got to do is rebuild the floor on the bottom here. Get my mud flap bracket straightened back out. And then this compartment's done. And then I'm gonna go around and get all the compartments wired up and cleaned and ready to go. Stuff's making that clicking sound. Okay, let's see here. The cage is chowing down on a stick. We're patching we had a blowout on this thing and it blew out the bottom of this cabinet over there in the corner. So we went, and our local RV dealer, he had a little piece of this, and he gave it to us for free. Which, thank you, Andy. And anyway, we've replaced the inverter today, which you probably see that. And we had to patch that hole. So we just put a whole new sheet over the top, left the old under there, and there's metal and stuff, so it should be okay. It's not like brand new. I still got some more work to do to it, but for right now the cabinet's sealed. Keep the bugs out and all that stuff, so that's the main thing. What do you...
washer I go?
I think it looks great. From up out here, it looks perfect. I'll screw that thing up there when you get all done. I would say we had a pretty productive day.
I would say.
And hopefully this gets on the video, because this is a major thing that you did.
Well, I'm glad I could fix it for you.
Yeah. Wipe down that round thing too a little bit. Get some of that. Yeah, it's kind of grungy looking.
That's pretty well stuck.
Yeah. That was a modification I did a long time ago, because you could never put anything through there. Had a little tiny hole. Looks brand new.
Better.
Looks brand new.
And
yeah, on the bottom.
If any ants can get in.
There's something crawling around over there. Looks like an ant.
I'm done.
All right. All right. Looks perfect. See my little clamp for my... The springs, when it's cold right now. Not really cold at this moment, but it was in the 40s this morning. And those things did not want to stay out. Okay. Well, good enough. Thanks for watching, guys. So, thank you guys. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. And if you would, give us a thumbs up. Neither one of those costs you a thing, but it helps us a lot. All right, thank you.